Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ballet Reign. So this video sort of has a dual purpose. Firstly, it is for our subscribers out there that are new to the ballet world. If you are excited about ballet but you don't know a whole lot about it yet, hi, welcome. We're happy you're here. You came to the right place. And secondly, this video is for our veteran ballet nerds out there that are looking to hear our thoughts and our deep appreciation for some legendary ballerinas that we are very, very lucky to have graced this era.
Today we're going to be talking about 3 of the world's most popular and most well-loved ballerinas that are currently dancing in this day and age. We may or may not have thrown in a couple of bonuses, but you don't know that yet. So make sure you stay for the entire video to see who they are.
We've had a lot of comments from people that watch our channel but aren't super familiar with the whole ballet world and ballet culture and all that. So consider this your starting point. These are going to be sort of the celebrities of the ballet world.
Right.
Really well-known, well-loved, iconic dancers, and so you'll get to learn a little bit more about all of them, and from there you can start off into the rabbit hole of ballet nerding. If you are excited to embark in this little journey, then hit the like button and we will go.
The first legendary ballerina that we're going to be talking about today is one of the most iconic ballerinas, I think, and definitely for a lot of people in the balletic sphere. This is, of course, none other than the beautiful Svetlana Zakharova, who is a principal dancer with the Bolshoi Ballet.
She is, in most opinions, the very epitome of the classic ballerina.
Yeah.
And I think this is sort of owing to the perfection and mastery she has over her lines. So in ballet, when we say lines, it refers to sort of the overall effect that is made when a dancer is in a position. If a dancer has beautiful lines, it means every position they're in makes a beautiful picture and is very aesthetically pleasing, and it looks lengthened, elegant, beautiful. I think Svetlana sort of embodies this whole concept of making beautiful lines, beautiful shapes.
Going along with that, I think there's something to be said about her mastery over her coordination. And Svetlana having, remarkably long limbs, it's definitely harder with that to master coordination. But even with all of that, Svetlana has truly mastered the art of coordinating everything together, her entire body as one, and everything looks so even and so natural. And then it adds on top of the beautiful lines that she creates, and her dancing looks really beautiful and elegant and still very calm.
Her dancing never looks strained, and it never looks like she's working hard, perhaps owing to her flexibility.
Yes.
The overall effect makes it look so effortless. It's absolutely mesmerizing. I could watch her all day.
I know, seriously.
It's beautiful.
Growing up, she was always my icon, Svetlana.
Yeah.
I stretched like a mad woman trying to be like her. No, but seriously, she's amazing. If you are brand new to ballet, just search her up on YouTube. There's a lot of beautiful video footage of her, and I think you'll really be inspired. If you had to sum up Zakharova and her dancing in one word, what word would it be? Like, it's really hard to do that. Like, you can't fully encapsulate a human being in one word.
But her dancing style.
Yeah, if you could sum it up, like let's say her dancing style.
Okay.
In one word.
The thing that sticks out to me the most about her dancing is probably how limitless she is.
Yeah.
So everything expands. It's so perfect. It never stops.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Limitless. Her dancing is limitless.
Go check her out.
She's awesome.
The next dancer we're going to cover today, she's probably one of my biggest inspirations. I mean, all the dancers we're about to talk about are my inspiration, okay?
Yeah.
But she's one of the primary inspirations, and I know for a lot of other dancers out there, we would be dreadfully mistaken if we did not mention the very iconic, absolute legend, Natalia Osipova. Currently, she's a principal with Royal Ballet. She's an incredible dancer. I don't know
Absolutely
where you'd start with her.
Let's start with one of the biggest elements that stand out to me about Osipova, and that is her humongous stage presence. Her stage presence makes her feel like there's only room for one of her on the stage,
Yeah.
Like, she fills up everything. She captivates everybody.
Yeah, it's like she's her own spotlight.
Yeah, she doesn't need who needs a spotlight when you're Natalia Osipova?
She's an incredibly strong dancer.
Yeah, she's an overachiever in every sense of the word.
Yeah, she's known for her jumps, her elevation. Generally in ballet, not to generalize too much, but usually some of the super high elevation is expected more of the male dancers.
Yeah.
And the female dancers, you are expected to jump.
Yeah,
for
of
sure.
course.
But Natalia, she's an overachiever. She flies. Her elevation is
impeccable.
It's beyond any dancer I've ever seen, I think.
Yeah, no one can jump like Natalia.
Yeah. I love how she's not afraid to really go at every single role, every single step. It's 110% for her. I love seeing her in dramatic roles. Her Giselle.
Oh my gosh.
As an artist, she's never plays very reserved. She's never reserved.
No.
She's not afraid to just go for it.
Yeah.
She's a very daring, very passionate dancer. Even just watching her, the passion rubs off on you.
Yeah.
You're like, it makes you want to dance as well.
Absolutely.
And it makes you feel as invested in the story, as invested in the steps as she is.
Yeah.
So honestly, her Act 2 Giselle is my favorite.
Act 2 Giselle gives you chills.
I mean, it's not a ballet appreciation video, but
Nah.
what I love about it is because of her elevation,
it looks like she's really flying.
looks like she's really flying, and it looks so effortless to her because she's mastered her jump. She's mastered ballon. Literally, she looks weightless.
It really does.
Yeah. So if I were to recommend you one, it's her Act 2 Giselle. It's matchless. So we described Svetlana in one word. Now you have to describe Natalia in one word.
Oh no. I feel like I'm lost for words. She's just powerful in every sense of the word, I think, as well. Just like her technique is so strong, but she's also like so dramatic, and she's able to move you in that way and pull you through the story. And yeah, that's really powerful in itself. So
powerful,
powerful
in the entire embodiment.
Yeah, the entire, in every meaning possible. Powerful. The third and final.
Final question mark?
Ballerina we're going to be talking about today is perhaps the most popular and most famous, well-loved dancer of all time.
The queen of ballet.
And if y'all are staring at the TV screaming Marianela Nunez, you are correct. She is a principal dancer with the Royal Ballet, and to be honest, it's not really that much of a surprise.
If you want to think about ballet in its most detailed, most perfect way, she has it. If you want to talk about perfect transitions, absolutely no off moments. If you want to take a ballet video and slow it down, like she would be all perfect all the way through.
Practically perfect in every way.
If you want to see a perfect example of ballet technique being utilized 100%, or at least 99.99999% of the time.
Perfection is elusive. You can't attain perfection. But if you were to get very, very close,
that would be...
This is it.
So for non-dancers, transition steps are the little steps in between
the big steps.
In between the big steps. So for instance, you would have a big step, you'd make a big position, and then you would sort of come out of it and you get into your next position. And those would be your transition steps. Those are the first things to kind of get ignored.
But Nunez is a true master of ballet in the sense of she never neglects the small things. She always gives those small details just as much attention as the main steps themselves.
Yeah, and I think this attention to detail even goes into her acting and her portrayal of characters.
For sure.
None of her acting is incredibly theatrical and big and dramatic. It's the small details that make it so realistic.
Yeah, very
so
human.
Candid, so natural. It's as if she's not even acting at all.
Yeah.
It's like she's being herself.
It's
on
her.
stage.
Yeah.
Her chemistry with every single person she dances with, and even all the corps de ballet. She makes eye contact with them. She will
She'll look
really
at them.
dance with them.
Yeah.
And not just dance together on the stage.
Everything she does is so detailed, and it makes you that much more invested and drawn into the story, because she makes it really feel like it's real, like she's there and you're there. So another thing that really stands out to me about Nunez is how much mastery she has over her center of balance. I think that kind of helps her to make it look so effortless. It makes you forget how hard ballet is when you watch her.
I think everything, it looks very in control. She never comes out of a step because she has to.
Yeah.
She comes down because the music said so.
Or because she decided.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It never feels like she's forced to continue with a step because of something. It's, no, everything is under her control. That's why, I guess that's why they call her the queen of ballet.
She's because she rules the steps.
She's in charge of everything.
Yeah. If we had to describe Marianela's dancing style in one word, we'd have to say it's just generous.
Her dancing has a very warm, very kind, benevolent quality to it.
Because she has taken the time to master the steps, it's now free for her to give freely and give generously to the audience and also people like dancing on the stage, her partners, etc., etc.
Even though it's everything so precise and beautiful and perfect, it's like, oh, it's for you. Enjoy it.
Actually,
every time you watch her, it's just, it makes you feel happy. It makes you feel appreciative. Very appreciative of the work that she's put in. It's wonderful.
Yeah, splendid. Exquisite. Now for the bonus dancers.
The first bonus dancer that we are introducing you to today is Tyler Peck, who is a principal dancer at New York City Ballet. Now she's a Balanchine queen.
She is the Balanchine queen.
What I love about watching Tyler Peck dance is her musicality.
Oh my gosh.
I could go on for age. You know me and musicality, okay? It's important to me. But her musicality is perfection. Every movement is not only on the music, but it is accented with the accents of the music.
Oh my goodness.
It's so intuitive, and it is art. It is literally art. Just the way she puts steps together with music.
Yeah.
And the way she will use different dynamics of her dancing. She'll move fast in areas, she'll move slower in areas. She'll draw things out and she'll speed things up. It's just, it's very artful. It's very tasteful.
Yeah.
And it adds a finesse to the entire performance.
Musicality is so important. Like, music is the lifeblood of ballet. And for someone like Tyler Peck who can really capitalize on that, it makes the whole piece appear full of life, unanimous and homogeneous, and it's just very satisfying to watch.
Yes.
And of course, you could not talk about Tyler Peck without acknowledging the sheer charisma and stage presence that she has in a different way than Natalia.
It's her own flavor.
It's just unique. It's her own flavor. Yeah. How I could describe this is that every single step, she's a totally different person. That's the best way you can describe Tyler Peck.
Yeah.
Like, she'll do a turn and it's like she has this certain energy and this certain feeling and emotion. The next step, everything changes. It's like, wow, it's different, it's new, and it keeps you so engaged in watching her dance, and just the performance quality, so perfected. Yeah. It really just makes you go, wow.
It's intuitive, and I imagine that charisma goes with her musicality.
Yeah.
Because she goes by the music perfectly. So yeah, her whole dancing is very cohesive. How would I describe her?
In one word.
I would say captivating.
Yeah.
It keeps you engaged. It keeps you happy, entertained the entire time.
You don't want to miss a second of it.
Yeah.
I think we have time for one more. So we're going to be sharing with y'all one of our personal favorite ballerinas. Also from the Royal Ballet. Is that a surprise? Fumi Kaneko, who is the principal dancer with the Royal Ballet.
When I first watched her, I was absolutely amazed.
Yeah.
Because of the way she uses her porte-bras and her fingers and her hands.
It's so beautiful. It's luscious and so detailed.
Her hands are just shaped so perfectly in a way that's really, really beautiful, and it really finishes her line. You can feel energy all the way through. Because sometimes it's easy for the fingers to kind of die.
Yeah.
Like, for all the energy to be from the back all the way down to maybe like here.
Yeah. Just like
then,
halfway.
And the fingers, I mean, they're shaped but not shaped. She has everything. She has it down. Perfect. It really adds to the expressiveness of her dancing.
It gives you the overall feeling of like a very luxurious performance. It's a full package. All the bells, all the whistles. It's just the full package, complete, nothing's missing. It just Beautiful.
Yeah. Luxurious is a good word. I guess we have our word already. Even beyond her arms and vertebra and hands, it's also her eyes, also
Yes.
the apama, everything. It's all there. Everything's so expressive.
You never feel like she's dancing to herself in her little bubble. It's like she goes outside of that boundary.
Yeah. Highly recommend. Go watch her. We are lucky to live in an era where you can see all these beautiful dancers on the internet. Although I would love to see her perform live. I think that would be really a bucket list.
That is a bucket list trip, 100%. So that was our list of 3 plus 2 of the most famous / world-renowned ballerinas on the earth today. We would love to hear y'all's thoughts about these particular ballerinas, what you love about them, what elements of their dancing style you admire about them.
I think it's important to notice that these are 3 of the most legendary dancers, but there's also a wide variety of other dancers out there that are also really
fabulous,
really incredible. And I think every dancer will have their own flair, their own flavor, their own personality that they'll inject into their dancing. So I do encourage you to start here, but also branch out and enjoy the wide, varied palette of ballet dancers and talent that we have in the world today. If you liked the video, then like the video, and if you really liked the video, you may share it with a friend. If you really, really liked the video, then you can subscribe. And if you really like us and would like to support us, then you can super thanks. Any combination of those things would be appreciated a lot. Thank you. I think that's all from us for now. This is Ballet Reign signing off. Until the next video.
Bye!
For some legendary ballerinas. For some legendary ballet dancers? Ballerinas. I know how to do this. I know how to talk.
You can do it.
I was talking at age 1. Where did it go? What happened?
After the great
peaked.
After such a great start, Eden.
I peaked at age 2. That's it. That's it, everybody.
This is going the blooper reel.
All of our long-time, hardcore. I promise I can talk. Our veteran ballet nerds out there that are looking are. I'm so embarrassed. I can't.
Do you want me to do it?
Okay. No, I'm determined to get it. I need to get it.
And accentuate the musicalness of. I promise I can talk.
If you liked the video,
There's one of those in every video.
Literally. If you liked the video, then like the video, and if you really liked.
You didn't clap.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. If you liked the video, then like the video.
Gotcha.